NERF.
Oh, come on, you're in 10th place. Hurry up. Hi guys, it's Name Tuesday 1987 here again. 1 second. There we go. Sorry, I've got Gran Turismo 6 in the background, B-Spec. The guy's winning me some money. Anyway, forgive the long distance between each of, well, since this video and the last one, I'm here with yet another review, and this is it. The Slingstrike. This is one of the new Elite blasters. Dusty for some reason. Okay, when you get this gun, there is a little bit of assembly required, but it's not very difficult. This whole grey section isn't attached, so it needs to slide up on the front of the orange bit, push down really hard till it clicks quite nicely, and then one of these two orange sections here in the front, one of them isn't connected, which I believe is this round one, so push that in and click that, and you're set to go. This thing more kind of reminds me of Dennis the Menace than anything else really, just sort of a fun type of thing, so I'm not going to take this thing too seriously. But looking at it originally, obviously you don't get any tactical rails, what would be the point? But you do get some dart storage. You get two sections, oh, drop one on either side here, on the yonder. So, yeah, okay, you can have like 3 with you. There are locks, or rather a lock, which means if you haven't got a dart in the chamber down here, you can't pull that back. So fair enough, there's a lock, but then again, who's not surprised? Well, this thing has no spring. Nothing like that. This is all on this elastic. Now this is a very good elastic. To me it feels like a very thick hair tie. So it's good thick elastic wrapped in what I would deem to be some form of synthetic cotton or something. But even so, it's a good elastic. Yeah, so actually let's give it a pop. Obviously loading is nice and simple, in the top and slide down. Huzzah. And there's one thing that I've already noticed that I'm hoping that other people have probably noticed, thinking, what is that awful noise? Well, it's this. If you're sneaking around, you're running or something, that's going to be clicking like no tomorrow. It's a little annoying, to be quite frank. However, let's give her a test fire, shall we? That's not bad. The noise is horrendous though. I don't like the snap on the plastic, but power distance wise, not half bad. So if I give or take, I'll probably say 55 feet, maybe? About that sort of benchmark. Maybe more, depending. I mean, you know, it doesn't seem to claim ranges on the box, but I'd say about 55, which is pretty, yeah, that's pretty good. But I wouldn't, I mean, if someone said, would you use it for a serious, like, human, like, HVZ game? No, I wouldn't, because, I mean, for things like HVZ, this thing is pretty much useless, because you've got to load it once per turn, you've got to pull back and aim, and when you're pulling back, your wrist is also pulling back, so you've got to hold that forward and snap, which means you could go up or down either way, so it's not functionable for HVZ. But if you're mucking around, having a bit of a, yeah, if you're mucking around, I'd say it's a good blaster. Other than that, if you're looking for function, then I wouldn't recommend getting it. Well, good features. Other than that, it's relatively silent, so it's a good sneaker. I mean, I'll probably think about putting like some kind of cotton or sponge padding on the back here to sort of soften the snap, just so I can quieten that down to make it like a stealth shot, because that would be cool. Stealth Strike. Heads up, NERF, Stealth Strike. That could be a name for a nice blaster. But either way, yes. Looking to pad the backing there to get rid of the snap. So distances, not half bad. It is a fun blaster. Simple, easy to use. Every NERF blaster is, to be quite frank. But there are bad points for me though. Mainly the bad point is the comfort of this blaster. Because obviously, as you see, the front is nice, smooth, and you can get a nice grip on there. The back, however, is all honeycomb, and it's just awful. It's uncomfortable. It digs into your hand. In most guns, there's a little web, a little sort of curved section for your webbing of your hand. There's the lack of that there, so it's your hand's trying to move forward when it isn't. I mean, the shell of the blaster can act like that, but it's not quite the same. It doesn't really dig in. So you've got to get a good grip on there, and by the time you're done, you've got honeycomb print on your hand. And it's uncomfortable to hold, especially with a tight grip. And since you're pulling back, you've got to have a tight grip to keep it steady. But Dennis the Menace Blaster, yeah, fair enough, it's fun, it's quirky, but that's about as far as it goes, really, for this gun. I mean, yeah, it's cheap, and yeah, it's easy to use, but I wouldn't recommend it unless you're literally just looking for like an 8 or 9-year-old. You know, they've grown of age of the allowed age of Nerf guns, and think, okay, for his birthday we'll get him a Nerf gun. And one of these is a brilliant starter muck around gun, but nothing more than that. It's not functionable. It's not comfortable. It's a bit of a shame, really. The concept I love the concept of the idea, but if they'd have got rid of the honeycomb in the back, if that was all smooth, solid plastic, I'd actually be happy with it. It's just that one drawback, that one thing that really frustrates me is the fact that it's so uncomfortable on the hand. Anyway, before I start to ramble, that has been the Slingstrike. I was going to call it Sling Fire then, but no, it's Slingstrike. And I've been Zane Truesdale. I'll see you guys next time.